Welcome to our kitchen. Today we prepare an easy and quick dish, perfect for summer. Ancient Roman cuttlefish cakes, served with a delicious salad with a typical ancient dressing. We start with the ingredients. For the cuttlefish cakes, we need a cuttlefish, garum, we'll talk later about it, and the spices, a bit of asafoetida, white pepper, cumin, and lovage. Then, for the lettuce salad, we need a bit of honey, white wine vinegar, garum, dates, saltpeter, and the spices, ginger, cumin, and white pepper. And then a bit of rue. Rue was one of the most common aromatic herbs in ancient Roman cooking. Its flavor is strong and slightly bitter. We suggest using a small quantity. First, we prepare the dressing for the lettuce salad. We soak in vinegar a few cumin seeds for a couple of hours. Then we grind in the mortar white pepper and the drained cumin seeds. Ancient Romans ate salads usually at the beginning of the meal, or to accompany meat or fish. Lettuce, as Marshall and other authors write, was frequently dressed with a mixture of garum and vinegar. We chose a more complex dressing called oxyporum from the cookbook attributed to Apicius. We mince the ginger, a few rue leaves and one date. If you don't find rue, you can substitute it with another fresh herb. Columella, for example, lists dried mint and celery seeds among the ingredients of his oxyporum recipes. We add in the mortar ginger, rue, one date and a pinch of saltpeter. Saltpeter is present in a few ancient Roman recipes. In this case, it helps the preservation of the sauce, meant to be conserved and diluted with garum and vinegar at the time of use. We add a bit of honey and mix it well with the other ingredients, and the oxyporum is ready. Now we prepare the cuttlefish cakes. First, we grind in the mortar white pepper, cumin, and lovage. This recipe is part of the cookbook attributed to Marcus Gavius Apicius, the widest source for ancient Roman cooking. This plate is called isicia marina, that means approximately fish cakes. 2 weeks ago we prepared another kind of isicia, pork meatballs. You find the link at the end of this video. Ancient Romans prepared fish cakes, meatballs and sausages using any kind of fish and meat. You can prepare this recipe with shrimps, lobster, cuttlefish or squid. Now we grate a bit of asafoetida. Asafoetida, called laser or silphium by ancient Romans, was one of the most used spices by ancient Mediterranean populations, in particular by Romans, Phoenicians and Greeks. In this recipe, Apicius uses the root of laser. We substitute it with the resin. After cleaning the cuttlefish, we mince and pound it in the mortar. Apicius' fish cake recipes are really simple, but have a delicious balance between the seafood flavor and the spice mix that is meant to be sprinkled on the cooked fish cakes. Then we add a bit of garum and mix it with the cuttlefish. Garum was a typical ancient Mediterranean ingredient. According to the historical sources, it was a fermented sauce prepared with fish and salt, sometimes adding spices and aromatic herbs. The method of preparation was identical to many modern-day Southeast Asian fish sauces. If you don't find garum, you can use one of these fish sauces to substitute it, or add just a pinch of sea salt. Now we shape the cuttlefish cakes, with the ends slightly oiled, to prevent the cuttlefish paste from sticking to the ends. The author says nothing about the shape and the size of the fish cakes. We cook the cuttlefish cakes on a slightly oiled griddle. We cook them for just 30 seconds on each side. Now we are ready to plate. We sprinkle the spice mix on the cuttlefish cakes. Then we dilute a bit of oxyporum with garum and white wine vinegar and pour it on the salad. This recipe is a perfect way to experience the extraordinary and tasty simplicity of ancient Mediterranean flavors, in which the natural sapidity of the cuttlefish is enhanced by a skillful use of spices, and to taste one of the most used salad dressing in ancient Roman cuisine. If you're interested in ancient foods and flavors, or you're just looking for unusual and delicious recipes, please subscribe our channel.